Was that a Pinocchio?
1-1, sky to right. Deep and gone!
Sanchez, pitch went deep to left field, going back, Gurriel looking up, see ya! A 2-run home run for Sanchez, and the Yankees lead 2-1.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Between the Lines, the official baseball show of the Sports 2.0 Network and BaseballSpotlight.com. Thanks for joining me tonight, guys. First thing, as usual, subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network. So much great content on there. Every single day I say this on Daily Picks, guys. You're not going to find another YouTube channel that offers horse race betting previews, baseball, basketball, football, soccer, IndyCar, freaking IndyCar, guys. I'm just saying that because I talk about that and I love IndyCar. But you're not going to find a channel that gives you all these options. So make sure you subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network for the best sports content on YouTube. Yeah, I'm making a bold statement there, but hey, it's my show. I can do what I want. Make sure you subscribe, guys. Got so much awesome stuff on there, really. Being genuine about that. It's the best network you're going to find. So let's get into it tonight. I'm going to try to not make this a 20-minute rant about how much the Yankees suck and how much better the Red Sox are, but no promises. There's a chance I go off on a tangent and I talk about how much the Yankees suck tonight, and you got to live with that. It's just because 2 series sweeps in a row, really? 2 series sweeps in a row. We're going to get into that in a minute, guys. But we got some bets to watch tonight. If you checked out Parlay Power Hour today, this was the main bet that had a little disagreement between me and my co-host, Will Reed and Grant Mitchell. So I said Red Sox versus Royals. I said this game's going over 10.5 runs tonight. They disagreed with me. Or no, Will agreed with me. Grant did not. Grant thought it was going to go under 10. I think he had the line at 10. He might have had it at 9.5. I'm not sure. But Red Sox on the bump tonight. Garrett freaking Richards. We all know about Garrett freaking Richards. We all love Garrett freaking Richards. Garrett freaking Richards is an over machine. That's what I like to call this guy when we're talking sports betting. An over machine. He delivers with the over because he gives up a ton of runs. He has not been pitching well as of late. I think, he started the season really bad. He kind of creeped that ERA down, and lately he has just not been good. I think he's over a 5 in his past 5 starts. Last outing was not great. I think he went 1 2/3, gave up 5 runs in the first inning. Yeah, Garrett Richards is not the best. He's an over machine, but you look at the Royals, they got Danny Duffy on the bump. Duffy's been sensational this year, under 2 ERA. So if you take Grant Mitchell, my co-host on Parlay Power Hour strategy, he just adds ERAs together. And that really doesn't work for overs and unders. You really have to look at the matchups in this game. I look at what the Red Sox did to Garrett Cole this weekend on yesterday. We're going to talk about that in a minute. Garrett Cole's still feeling a little sore from getting his ass kicked by the Boston Red Sox. But I look at that. They can do that to Danny Duffy tonight, and the Royals should be able to put up a few runs on Garrett Richards. I'm not saying that this game's going to go over by a million runs. I think it's going to be an 11-run game, but I do think it goes over. We got a comment here. I bet it's from one of my boys. Cool. Good old Garrett Richards. Good old freaking Garrett Richards. Garrett Richards does not deliver tonight. And unfortunately, I do think the Red Sox get the winner, fortunately, but I think Garrett freaking Richards does not do enough to keep this game under. That's just my take. But hey, that's a bet to watch. That game's starting right about now, 7:05 Eastern time. So make sure we check that out. It's in Fenway. And by the way, Fenway's rocking right now, which is awesome to see. So let's get into it, guys. Cardinals dropped 3 of 4 of the Pirates, but they still had a better weekend than the Yankees. That's my headline for the evening. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Cardinals dropped 3 of 4 to the Pirates. If it can get worse than that. It can get worse than losing 3 of 4 games to the Pirates. The Yankees made it happen this weekend. They lost. Let me think here. Let me think how bad the Yankees lost. They got their asses kicked by the Boston Red Sox all weekend. It was embarrassing. It was embarrassing for Yankees fans. I feel bad for them. I'm a Red Sox fan, but I genuinely feel bad for New York Yankees fans because they don't know what to do right now. They genuinely don't know what to do. Red Sox sweep the Yankees for the second time this season. The Red Sox are 6-0 against New York. This weekend was the first time that I felt like this series meant something again. The first time they played this year, I didn't feel like the series meant a thing. I want that old Boston Red Sox, New York Yankees rivalry back that we had in 2004 when the Red Sox took 4 straight games in the ALCS. I want that back. We don't have that anymore. And we're starting to get it. But the problem is this weekend, it really didn't feel like much of a victory for Red Sox fans because it was like the Yankees just did not put up a fight at all. At all. They were horrendous. Wasn't fun to watch. But for Red Sox fans, it was. But for people just generally watching, I mean, we thought Garrett Cole was going to give a good outing. He was horrendous. But anyways, we'll start breaking down the series a little bit. Boston outscored New York 18-7. 2 close games. Red Sox came up with some big hits. But Sunday's the storyline of the whole weekend. The Red Sox showed that they can beat the Yankees in tight games. They can out-hit the Yankees. They can out-pitch the Yankees. And then they can blow the Yankees off the field. Now, Garrett Cole, I think Garrett Cole is going to be good again this year. I know everyone's all worried about Garrett Cole in his past few starts because his spin rate's going down, because he hasn't been able to use spider tack, all that good stuff, right? I don't think Garrett Cole is going to have a good remainder of the season. I know that could be a bold statement. I think he bounces back next year. I think he's sensational next year. I think he needs an offseason to work on pitching without spider tack. It's a lot for these guys. Now, Rob Manfred, this was a terrible rule by him to make this in the middle of the season. We are seeing a little more offense, as you could tell. Rafi Devers, he's having a day off Garrett Cole on Sunday. But I really genuinely think that Garrett Cole is not going to be good the rest of the season. I think the spider tack thing's in his head. We will see. Who knows? But let's break it down. Red Sox 9-2 win on Sunday against Garrett Cole. Kike Hernandez wasted little time getting the rally going for the Red Sox. First pitch freaking home run off Garrett Cole right down the middle. He sent it over. Oh, this is Devers. Here's Garrett Cole, or here's Kike. First pitch on Sunday. Bang, bang. And the craziest part about this clip is this Yankees fan sitting on the monster seat catches it, and he's holding it up like a Yankees guy hit a home run. He's holding this up like a Yankees guy hit a home run. That's embarrassing for New York. Like, that just shows it. Like, we have no chance of winning, so I'm going to celebrate getting a home run hit to me on the first pitch of a game from the Red Sox. We got a comment here. Grant Mitchell, one of my Parlay Power co-hosts. Boston outscored New York this weekend, but how much will they be outscored by the Royals tonight? Grant, you are late to the party. We are not talking about that anymore, so I'm not going to answer that question. But Boston will not be outscored by the Royals tonight. Let's watch Kike Hernandez go yard one more time because Grant messed up the clip here. Look at this. I mean, I love the swing by Kike, but why is a Yankees fan catching it? And then the kid's clapping. I'm not making fun of the kid. Don't clip that and, get me canceled or anything. But why is the Yankees fan jumping up and down? Like, catch the ball, put it away. I'm not saying you got to throw it back. I mean, you caught a Major League Baseball. I would not throw it back. But still, this is embarrassing for Yankees fans, man. All right, so Kike, they got more fun later in the inning. Let's talk about Rafi Devers. Rafael Devers. It's fun being Rafael Devers, man. He just lives a life. Just young guy making millions, hitting bombs for the Boston Red Sox. 451-foot shot off Garrett Cole fastball. Garrett Cole threw an 100.1 mile an hour fastball right down the middle that was begging to be murdered. And Rafi Devers delivered. Let's check out the clip here. Let me roll it back. Literally threw a fastball right down. Like, Garrett Cole, that ball was begging to be killed. That was right down the heart of the plate, right down Broadway. Rafi Devers took it 451 freaking feet. Are you kidding me? What a swing that was. Garrett Cole, he just has no clue. Like, this is the first time in Garrett Cole's career he's allowed 2 home runs in the first inning. First time ever. And guess who did it to him? The new Savages in the American League East. Alex Cora's Savages. That's what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at this damn swing. Boom. Oh. Devers doesn't watch his home runs much, but he did there because he knew it was a no-doubter. Garrett Cole, man, rough day for Garrett Cole. And then let's see what Alex Cora had to say about the win. All around, probably the best series we played the whole season. We played defense. We ran the bases well. We put pressure on them, and we got timely hitting. They didn't really get timely hitting, in my opinion. I mean, they were up 4-0 in the first inning. I don't know. That timely hitting, I classify timely hitting as clutch hitting, right? They just went and they just said, Garrett Cole who? Garrett Cole who? And they just They dominated. There's no other way to describe it. And as a Red Sox fan, this game was so fun to watch. But on the other hand, this was just another day at the yard for the Boston Red Sox. The Boston Red Sox are here, and everyone else is down here now. That's the way this division works. The Savages, the whole rumor of the Savages before the season started is non-existent anymore. I'm sorry. It's non-existent. Will the Yankees get back in the playoff picture? Yes, I think they do, because they have too talented of a team. But look at the Boston Red Sox. They got Chris Sale coming back. I think we forget that. Chris Sale is coming back before the end of the season. He would be back very soon. And then the American League East is in extra trouble when he's back. I want to talk about the Red Sox bullpen real quick. Now, I'm going to show this clip here. This is Garrett Whitlock. This is Garrett Whitlock K-ing out. This is a strikeout from Saturday night. This Friday night. Whitlock came to the Red Sox in the Rule 5 draft in 2020. So basically, Major League Baseball has all these stupid rules, but the Rule 5 draft is when if you get drafted at 18, you have 5 years to make it to the 40-man roster, or you're eligible to be taken by someone else. They have to pay you. The other team has to pay you $100,000. So basically, Garrett Whitlock got drafted. He didn't get to the big league roster in enough time. The Yankees didn't put him on the 40-man roster. So Boston had the chance to grab him. They grabbed him for $100,000. Okay. So, you know what? That's fine. The Yankees didn't feel Garrett Whitlock had any value. Just want to show a little stat here. Garrett Whitlock against the Yankees this weekend, 2.2 innings, 0 earned runs, 2 hits, 4 Ks. Okay. He's a kid. He's still young. He's 25 years old. And he is just tearing it up. Ignore Ottavino's ERA. We're going to talk about him in a minute. But Whitlock, 1.42 ERA on the season. 1.42 ERA on the season. He's been sensational. Ottavino, another story. All right. So Adam Ottavino, the Yankees traded Ottavino to the Red Sox this past offseason to free $9 million on their luxury tax. All right. So they were going to get charged. They were going to get hit with a tax. They trade Adam Ottavino. They don't have to worry about that. Trades don't happen in divisions. Trades do not happen in divisions. It's just not the way it works. I'm giving you a contender. Like, I'm giving you a prospect. I'm giving you a player to a contender. The Yankees, when they traded Ottavino, that meant one thing. It meant, we don't think you can play with us. We do not think you are good enough to beat us. It doesn't matter if we give you Adam Ottavino. It doesn't matter if you take Garrett Whitlock from us. You're not good enough to beat us. That is blatant disrespect by the New York Yankees that they traded Adam Ottavino to the Red Sox this past offseason for nothing. The deal was a player to be named at a later date or money. They traded Adam Ottavino to the Boston Red Sox for nothing. And look what Ottavino has done this year. 2.81 ERA. Garrett Whitlock, 1.42 ERA. And these two showed up against the New York Yankees. Ottavino, 2.1 innings, 1 earned run, 3 Ks. Did it in clutch moments this weekend against the Yankees. Whitlock, 2.2 innings, 0 earned runs, 2 hits, 4 Ks. This is the reason that the Boston Red Sox were able to defeat the Yankees. We can talk about Kike Hernandez's home run. We can talk about Rafi Devers' home run. We can talk about JD Martinez. We can talk about Bogarts. We can talk about all the clutch hitting that happened this weekend. But if there's one reason why the Red Sox won the first 2 games or first 2 games of the series, it was Garrett Whitlock, Adam Ottavino, the whole bullpen, and some great performances from pitchers like Nathan Eovaldi. That's why the Red Sox won this weekend. So, final thoughts on this. There's nothing to say. There's nothing to say. The Red Sox are here. Yankees are here now. And the Yankees need to crawl themselves out of a hole. They have dug themselves a massive hole. And I'm not saying they can't escape it. They can escape it realistically. They're good enough to escape this hole. The Red Sox need to watch out. The Tampa Bay Rays need to watch out. But do I think the Yankees are going to be playing October baseball right now? If I had to say it right now, I'm going to clip this. I'm going to put it on YouTube, put it on Twitter. I'm clipping this right now. So everyone can look back on it and not say I lied about this when the Yankees are sitting at home in October, when the Yankees are vacationing in October, when we're all watching playoff baseball. I'm saying it right now. The New York Yankees will not make the playoffs. The New York Yankees will not make the playoffs in the American League. The biggest bust that we have seen in a very long time. So there's my final thoughts on that. But just, man, the Yankees disrespect. Trading Ottavino to them for nothing. Disrespect. Got one more quote here, actually. I want to share this. let's see. I think the statement is we're here to win. Garrett Whitlock, very true. We are here to win. You're a 25-year-old hotshot, and you are here to win. You're going to lead the Red Sox to the promised land this season. It's not a World Series or bust for this team. I don't think it's a World Series or bust. I do think the Astros are a better team than the Boston Red Sox, but watch out for the Boston Red Sox this year. All right, so series of the week, Giants-Dodgers. Nothing more needs to be said here. I mean, two of the best teams in the National League West. But I do think the Dodgers are going to take 2 in this series. Another bold statement. I said the Red Sox were going to take 2 of 3. I think the Dodgers take 2 straight in the series. It's a 2-game series. I don't know who the MLB schedule makers are making a divisional series, a 2-game series, but hey, that's what it is. This series is defined by pitching star power. You got Anthony DeSclafani going against Trevor Bauer. Has Trevor Bauer been the best version of Trevor Bauer this year? No, he hasn't. There's no doubt about it. He has not been the best version of Trevor Bauer, but he's still been pretty damn good. Like, let's be real. Bauer, 7-5, 2.57 ERA, 129 strikeouts. I think he's thrown about 90-something innings. Come on, man. He's been pretty damn good. Everyone's picking on Trevor Bauer. He's been really, really good. I mean, he won the Cy Young last year. He's not putting up Cy Young numbers this year, but he's still been a solid arm in that Dodger rotation. Is he been Walker Bueller? Walker Bueller's going tomorrow night. He's done some things better than Walker Bueller. He's done some things worse than Walker Bueller. Clayton Kershaw, same thing. Clayton Kershaw's been good some nights. He's been bad some nights. The Dodgers pitching is fine. The Dodgers pitching is good enough to win the National League West. Make no mistake about that. Let's look at DeSclafani real quick. 8-2, 2.77 ERA, 80 strikeouts. The thing to note tonight, why the Dodgers will beat the Giants tonight. If I had to guarantee one victory, if I had to say one victory is more likely to happen, I'm going to say tonight over tomorrow, because DeSclafani does not have elite strikeout ability. Trevor Bauer does have the elite strikeout ability. So you look at DeSclafani, 80 Ks. He's thrown 87 innings this year. He's averaging less than 1 strikeout per inning, obviously, with that. You need to locate. You need to be great. The Dodgers are starting to hit the ball. That's what's scary about Los Angeles in the National League West. Cody Bellinger, 2 home runs in his past 2 games, including a walk-off shot on Saturday. Here's the Cody Bellinger walk-off from Saturday. He's hit 3 home runs now on the year. If he starts to heat up, this team's very dangerous. If he starts to heat up, watch out for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Look at that vintage left-hander swing, coming inside out on the baseball, driving out of the yard. That's what you love to see out of Cody Bellinger. And you know what? The thing I've seen about Cody, and I know this may sound a little, how do I want to say this? It may sound a little biased because I do like the Dodgers. I got a Dodger shirt under this Red Sox jacket. I'm not going to lie about that. But the thing that has been nice to see with Cody Bellinger is just his confidence at the plate. I mean, the swing looks different right now. I mean, we go back. I haven't seen this confident of a swing in a while out of him. I know he hasn't played much this year, but that's MVP Cody Bellinger swing right there. And then obviously this momentum from Saturday's walk-off carried into Sunday. He hit another one on Sunday, so that was great to see. But if Cody Bellinger starts getting hot, he got Justin Turner, he got Mookie Betts. Mookie Betts, former MVP. You got Albert Pujols, former MVP. You got 3 former MVPs in this lineup. You also got, let's see here, you got Muncy. You got, who am I? I'm missing one. I'm missing one big guy. But you got a lot of star power in that lineup. You got a ton of star power in the lineup. You got a lot of great pitchers. And if the Dodgers need a piece of the deadline, they're going to go do it. That's the thing. DeSclafani, I don't think he shuts them down tonight. Tomorrow night, you want to watch for Walker Bueller. He will be on the bump for Los Angeles. Big time matchup there. So make sure you tune in for that. Tune in for this whole series. It's going to be awesome. So we're going to get in some questions of the week. These are things I've gotten tweeted at me, direct message, all that stuff. So let's get into it. Only got 2 tonight. Perfect fit. Do you think the Giants can win the National League West? Do I think the Giants can win the National League West? No, they can't. I really don't. Now, do they deserve to be in the conversation? Yeah, because of what they've done. Do the Dodgers deserve to be in the conversation because of what they've done? Yes. And because of how good their roster is. The Dodgers haven't found a groove yet. Wait till this team finds a groove. You're going to know what it means to find a groove when it happens for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Do I think they can win the National League West? No, I really don't. I don't think they can. I don't think they have the stamina, the energy, the talent, the power. I don't think they have it to win this division. Now, they've been so efficient. If you look at their stats, pitching, hitting, defense, they don't make mistakes. And that's why they're so good. But can they keep that going for 162 games? I mean, we're not even halfway through the year yet. That's what people don't understand. We got a lot of baseball left to play. And I know I said the Yankees aren't going to make the playoffs, but that's a different story. They're not. We got a lot of baseball left to play, a ton of baseball. So if you think the Giants can win the National League West, it's possible, but I need to see them continue this over the next month after the All-Star break. And then we can really say, okay, are the San Francisco Giants a contender? I think the Dodgers get very hot. I think the Padres get somewhat hot. The Padres don't have the talent to win. We talk about Fernando Tatis all the time. That's their main guy. The Dodgers have Fernando Tatises all over the line. I'm not saying Fernando Tatis, not that excitement, but they have dudes all over the lineup that can hit the baseball. And then finally, last question here. Is it concerning that the Astros split with the Tigers this weekend? I think it was surprising. I think it was really surprising. The Astros have a bounce back against the Baltimore Orioles tonight. They should win that game. They should sweep. I think, Grant Mitchell on Parlay Power Hour today took the Astros at -1.5, I believe. I think it was like -160, -165 for them to win by cover on the run line. You just don't see that much. So sportsbooks obviously have the respect of the Houston Astros. Do they split with the Tigers? No. Or do they split with the Orioles this weekend? No. Is it surprising they split with the Tigers? Yes, but everyone's entitled to a bad game. You look at the Dodgers. Dodgers got swept by the Padres. Yankees got swept by the Red Sox. It doesn't mean they're bad teams. It really doesn't. So the Astros losing the worst team in baseball, it doesn't mean they're a bad team. You also you got the A.J. Hinch rivalry in there too. A.J. Hinch is now with the Tigers. He was with the Astros during the cheating scandal. The Tigers swept the Astros earlier in the season. They play great, but you look at Houston's lineup. It's murder's row. It's murder's row. They're that good. So it's not concerning. Astros still the best team in the American League. They could be the best team in baseball right now. They do need a piece at the deadline. I'd like to see them get a pitcher at the deadline. But that lineup is deadly when they're totally healthy. It's alarming. So no, not even a thought in my mind. I could care less. The only thing that matters to me about them losing is I lost money on sportsbook. So let's see. Bets to watch, Red Sox, Royals. Let's see if we have any updates in this game. And then we will sign off here. Okay, so the Royals. Oh, no. Grant Mitchell could be right. Royals up 3-0 on the Red Sox. But Garrett Whitlock delivering as usual, giving up 3 runs already. So that does it, guys, for tonight's episode of Between the Lines, presented by the Sports 2.0 Network. Remember to subscribe to the Sports 2.0 Network, the best sports channel on YouTube, guys. Thanks so much for joining me tonight. I will talk to you every morning for MLB Daily Picks and then next Monday for another episode of Between the Lines. Have a good one.
Is that a Pinocchio?
1-1, sky to right. Deep and gone!
Sanchez hits one deep.